Hi there. Today's video is mostly for clients and I want to talk about something what I never did before, and it's going to be the green nail syndrome. It has a proper name and I'm not able uh, to say it out loud, so I'm just going to put it here, and if you know how to say it, please let me know in a voicemail or whatever, because I just have no idea how to say the Latin name of it. It's the most common thing what can appear on nails when you have even extension, acrylic, acrygel, hard gel, or gel polish. You don't have to freak out if you never had this before. If you had this before, you probably know a little bit more things about it. If you never had that before, you probably freak out, but I'm not doing this video to freak you out or keep you stay away from the nail technician or from artificial nails or fake nails or extension or gel polish. It's just like an existing thing, what can happen. It really doesn't happen very often, but this is the most common thing what can appear on nails. And in this video, I want to explain you what happens. And I want to show you this whole thing from the client's side of view, and I'm going to do another video when I'm going to do this exactly same topic from the nail technician's side. So I will draw a little bit because I want to explain you what's the crack. So here we are. Before you judge, I'm teaching today and this week later on, and I am the model, so that's why my nails look like this. This one is just paint from the wall because I'm painting the wall. But before we jump in, you can see how the green nail thing looks like on this side of the screen, and I explain you what's happening. So the thing is that this is just a natural normal finger, and the nail technician is going to do the extension or the gel polish, it doesn't matter, but now I show you with the extension. So that's going to be the acrylic nail or acrygel nails or gel nails, whatever you get in. And she's going to do the extension. That's how it looks like from the side view, and that's how it looks like from the top view. So let's say that the nail technician does everything perfectly. She doesn't make a mistake with the preparation or with the shape or the filing or anything like that. So you get a proper nail. And I don't want to make this video so just like to blame somebody, because it's not the point. I just want to explain you what's happening. And the thing is that whenever you get your extension and you live your life, you clean, you work, whatever you're doing, and by an accident you hit your nail like this. And what's going to happen? The product is start to tighten up a little bit. And, I have acrygel, so it's a bit more flexible. We know that acrylic is not as flexible as gel. So the thing, what happens, there is going to be a teeny tiny crack on the nail. And you don't even see it because you have the color on top. So you don't see that. And when you wash your hands and do the dishes and, you have a bath or anything, the water is going to go between your nail plate. This is your nail plate and the product. So the water is going to go in between them. So that means when you hit the nail and it bends, there's going to be a teeny tiny gap between the natural nail plate and the product, and the water goes in, and the water has no chance to dry out, so it's going to stay wet. And now there's a very important thing, because I know that there are other nail technicians who thinks different things about this, but I have been doing this for nearly 6 years now, and I have a lot of experience, and I know what I'm talking about. And I'm not here to blow up the comments and get hate comments on these kind of things, because it's not my point. So the thing is that the water has no chance to dry out. And if you ever seen a fish tank and they didn't change the water in a while, you can see that green kind of thing on the side of the fish tank. And it's like something similar like that. It's a bacteria. But there is an amount of the nail technicians who say you cannot work on them. But I do work on them and they grow out, and it's gonna be okay. I'm not saying that it's the client's fault when it happens, because an accident can happen anytime. But just please try to understand it from this point of view, because they confuse this thing with something else, because this thing is going to happen on the surface of the natural nail. There's another infection what can happen, and it looks very similar, but it happens under the nail plate. So if this green thing what has on your nail and it happens, it's going to grow out by time. So even if you go back to get an like an impel or something, you're gonna see that spot, that green spot. Here's the green spot. It's gonna move down there, and the new healthy nail is gonna grow out. But if this spot doesn't move, that means that you have something serious and you have to get the nails off, I mean the extension, and go to the doctor. But I don't want to talk about this because it's not the point of this video. So the thing is that if I want to show you the same thing from the top view, you have the green spot here because you had the correct air, so you have the green spot. So after 3 weeks it's going to move down here, and then after 3 weeks it's going to move down here, so it's going to grow out eventually. But the thing is that the nail technician has to be very, very careful and look after it very well. And if something like this happens on your nail, you have to go back to the nail technician, because it can be more serious if nobody looks after it. So this is pretty much what I wanted to share in this video. In the next video, I'm gonna talk about life situation, what happened to me with my clients, because there are sometimes very, very weird situations when this thing can come up, and I'm gonna make another video when I'm gonna talk about it from the nail technician's so when it's the nail technician's fault that this thing happens. But it can happen even if the nail technician did everything perfectly, and as I mentioned before, that thing happens with us. So I really hope this video was helpful. If you want to ask anything, just let me know in the comments, and see you in the next video. Bye.